Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. It's Mandy, and boy do I got a surprise for you. I just got back from the grocery store and it was pouring down rain. So I had to take a shower and I was like, crap, I forgot to video my vlog in the car today. So story time. This is gonna be a story time vlog. If you don't like long vlogs, it's probably not the vlog for you, probably not the video for you. This is gonna be deep and this is gonna be real, okay? Alright. Whew! Okay. So I'm gonna tell you guys something pretty close to my heart that nobody knows about except for maybe a few people that I grew up on the same street as a little kid, okay? Growing up, my real mother was never in my life, okay? My real mother, let's just say she lost custody of me because she let a bunch of creepy dudes watch me and my brother, okay? And you can put two and two together on what happened there. My dad had found me with these people. My hair was matted to my head. I was being starved. When he finally got a hold of me, I ate and ate and ate and ate and didn't stop eating. Which I think plays a big role in me binge eating today. Especially any time I feel, you know, not worthy or insecure or struggling with emotions, I binge eat, okay? And that's just how I deal with it. Other people deal with it in different ways, drugs, alcohol, and I binge eat. So, long story short, my mother was never in my life, okay? There was a couple times that her and my stepbrother tried to come see me. My real mother tried to kidnap me once by using my brother to lure me in when I was a little kid. Not only that, she moved behind me in a trailer once. Let's just say, long story short, she was crazy, okay? That's long story short, she was crazy, okay? When I was 17, she had her sister, which I never knew anyone in my real mom's family. I only knew my birth mother and my brother, my half-brother, okay? Well, when I was 16, 17, she got her adult sister to get a hold of me on Facebook. She told me that my mom loved me, she wanted to connect with me, she wanted all these things, blah, 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 blah. And naturally, as a young girl, I really wanted to connect to my birth mother. I didn't really connect to, you know, my stepmom. I connected to her with a lot of things, but there was lots of deeper things about myself that I just couldn't relate to or couldn't place, certain feelings, you know what I mean? But I really wanted to know my real mom. You know, all my life I was told my real mom was a horrible person. And, you know, I believed it, but some part of me deep inside really wanted, I don't know, wanted acceptance, wanted understanding, wanted compassion, I really wanted to connect with my half-brother, Anthony, okay? I was really close to my half-brother. I had good memories of my half-brother. We would wrestle and all that. He brought down gifts for me once in a blue moon on my birthday or whatever. And, you know, he didn't really talk to me. The sad thing was, we rode the same bus. We went to the same school. And I told people he was my brother. Nobody in school believed me. They called me a liar. They said I was crazy, blah, 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 blah. My half-brother always denied that I was his sister because of my real mom. My real mother was the type of person, if you did not have a high school diploma, if you were not popular, if you did not make money, if you were not successful, you weren't anything in her eyes at all. And when I ran away at 16, I ran away from my dad's house. I stole a car. I packed up 2 trash bags full of stuff. And I ran away because my real mom got her sister to tell me all these things. And guess what? I wasn't even there for a month, okay? I kind of had this, I had this feeling, and I told my real mom's sister that I was scared she was gonna not want me. She's like, oh no, that'll never happen. I'd kick her ass, blah, 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 blah. Well, when I met my real mom, the first thing she said was, why did you choose today to run away? I told you to run away on this day, not this day, but it was an inconvenience for her that I chose the day, whatever. So I stayed at my real mom's sister's house while the cops were out looking for me and looking for that stolen vehicle. And I was hiding out at my mom's sister's house, okay? After the cops stopped looking for me, they brought me to my real mom's house. I unpacked my 2 trash bags full of stuff. I tried to connect with my mom in every single way I could. I showed her my drawings. I showed her that I liked anime. I knew some slight Japanese, not all. I wasn't fluent in any way, but I was trying to get her to like get to know me. I don't know, get to know me, accept me, whatever. She wouldn't let me eat anything but spinach leaves and Catalina sauce. That was it. And then I would have to sneak out in the middle of the night and grab handfuls of M&Ms that she had in this glass container jar to eat because I was so hungry. She was starving me. And it was about like a week into it, I started throwing up because I was so sick. She was so dedicated for me to lose weight at any cost. I was struggling mentally because there was just lots of things going on. My childhood was literally so messed up. I don't even know how I'm functioning. I just pray to God, and I think that does quite a bit, okay? Well, long story short, my real mom hated everything about me because my real mother, my stepbrother Anthony, was from her first husband. And she told the story of when Anthony was born. It was like Jesus was born. And then when she talked about when I was born, she said, I came out red, dark eyes, dark hair, and I looked just like my father. And I'm like, oh, that's what it is. When I was born, I look like the man you didn't want me to be from, and that's why you hate me. I'm like, got it, okay? Within a month, she was telling me that we were going to pack up and move to the city, okay? Because she was freaking out that people were going to figure out I ran away there, okay? And she coerced me on the internet, which I'm pretty sure was highly illegal. And now that I find out, she has never paid child support for my entire life, even though my father went to court and won custody. She has never once paid a dime, which is funny looking back on. Everything about me she hated. I liked creepy stuff. I liked anime. I loved drawing. I was a really creative person, okay? I'm not the type of person that's fake, okay? Wears a bunch of makeup, straightens my hair, dyes my hair platinum blonde, and, works out and, hangs out with all these fake people, okay? That's who she is, okay? And that's who she taught my brother to be. So after she let me know that we were going to be moving, I reached out to Linda on a cell phone, and I said I was scared because if she got rid of me when we moved, how the hell was I going to get back? I wasn't feeling welcome there, okay, from the beginning. I wasn't feeling fitting in. She didn't make me feel comfortable at all. Every little thing I did, she was listening in on my door. She was reading all the conversations I had on my phone. She was, I don't know, paranoid, really paranoid to the point where it was kind of silly. She humiliated me in front of her boyfriend at that time, which was named Monty, and my brother. They couldn't even look me in the face because they knew she was crazy. All this work to reach out to me online and plan this shit to run away. And then when I get there, your kid that you gave birth to, no emotional connection at all. Imagine how that feels. And then when she finally got annoyed at me because I wasn't losing any weight or fitting into her perfect world that she wanted, narcissist, sociopath, that's why I tend to draw these people to me, because childhood wounds of my mother. I remember back when I was a kid, a little kid, she wanted my dad to pay her money to come see me. Pay her money to come see her child. And you know, she hated me so much. Like, she could not stand me. Like, it was like she was having like a crisis with herself. Like, she's authentic, she's okay with herself, and she's not losing weight and trying to fit into what I want for her. Whoa, error. So when I came back from the library, she grabbed a trash bag and she threw all my stuff in a trash bag. And she called the police on me. She threw my stuff over the fence and she said, "When you get better, you can come back." When I get better? You mean when I lose weight and become successful, I can reach out to you? You know what I said to her? I said, don't count on it. Don't count on it. And I went inside my father's house. I left my father's house for a reason. My dad was struggling. He was a veteran, like I said. He did a lot of violent things in the war that traumatized him. And I know I'm probably going to get shit for this, but he drinks a lot. Every day he drinks. Now that he's older, he doesn't drink anywhere near what he used to, but back then it was a serious problem. My stepmom and him were fighting all the time. I was going through a harsh bullying in school, and I didn't have any direction on what the hell was going on in my life. I didn't know. And I thought reaching out to her would somehow fix something, but it didn't. It made it worse. And after she did that, she called the police on me and told them that I was inside the house with a gun, and whoever came in, I was going to shoot them. Yeah, my own birth mother did this to me. I was inside my room crying so hard. When the police came in, they said, "Did you have a gun?" And then they realized I didn't have a gun. And I explained to them the story. And they escorted me out in front of everyone on that street where I lived. And they escorted me into a van where they put, mentally, like, people who lose their mind. Like, you know, St. Anthony's, Center Point, people who are suicidal or going through mental shit, whatever, where you stay in there for a week or two and they put you on meds, counseling, whatever. My real mother humiliated me in front of everyone that I grew up on that street. Not only did I feel like my birth mother failed me, I felt like my father failed me. I felt like my stepmother failed me. I felt like my brother failed me. And I stayed in there over Christmas. Yeah. And anytime my dad didn't know how to deal with me, that's where I went. Okay? My dad was a single father. He had no idea how to raise a young girl. And he got with someone that was my stepmom at the time when I was 9 years old, okay? She tried to do what she could, but she worked at like mental health and whatever, but she tried to diagnose me all the time. It didn't work because she had no idea what it's like to be in my situation. She had both of her parents. She lived a pretty nice life, a nice cushy, you know, financially stable life all her life. Okay. And they didn't do anything to really help me mentally, okay? If anything, they made it worse. But I can look at my father and say, you know what? Not all of us had the answers. Not all of us knew the right decisions to make. And I forgive my dad for that. He didn't know what to do. He was scared to death. I ran away. I stole a car and whatever. He didn't know what the hell was going on with me. And I got that. I did. And I'm not mad at him for that. But after I left my real mom's, within the year, my stepbrother, he died. Now she says it was from OTCD, which is when you're born as a young infant, some male babies have certain high pneumonia in their urine and it's in their blood and whatever. Now, I don't even know if that's the real story. I don't, because I've heard different stories where he was taking steroids. I don't know. When I went to that funeral, she wouldn't even let me sit by her. She wouldn't let me ride in the car with my brother, his dead body in the car. She wouldn't let me up there at the burial. Her boyfriend at the time, which was Monty, he at least had enough compassion to call me over at the burial. And still to this day, I put crosses on his grave and she rips them out. And this is the saddest story time ever, guys, but you know, I really wanted to tell this story because I know for a fact, especially where I lived in the country, there is not help for young people, especially with single parents, veterans that are struggling mentally or whatever, okay? There is not a place for young people down here to have access to mental health facilities without being locked up, okay? There's not anybody you can talk to. There's not easy access. And I know there's people down here. I know there's so many people down here that have a parent that's an alcoholic or, you know, been in the war or, you know, single parents that don't know what they're doing. And I know down here, I went through a lot of crap as a kid. Okay? Probably more than the average person. But I also live in the heartlands, okay? And I live in the country where we're kind of behind in the times compared to the city. So there's just not as equal advantages as there is in the city. Okay? But if you are going through the same exact situation as me, or you have the same exact story, please God, do not do something that dangerous, because I think about that and I could have ended up dead, okay? That could have all been a lie. That could have not been my mom. That could have been a mastermind deal. I don't know. Do not do that, okay? Please just, I don't know what I could tell you besides talk to your friends. Talk to someone you trust about your feelings and make sure it's someone that isn't going to say anything. That's why I say go to a counselor or go to a licensed professional, because they legally can't tell any of your business. They can be held accountable if they do. But yeah, if you went through that same stuff and you're traumatized from it and you're like, wow, like everyone I knew on that street seen me escorted out by police. and put in the crazy van. Like, I can never show my face in this town again. Ever. My birth mother did that to me. Okay? And, you know, I just think back to it and I'm like, I was so devastated and horrified that was all transpiring. And I'm just here to say, if you went through something like that, like, what the hell, you know, like, my life is effed up, like, I can't come back from this. You 100% can come back from that. 100% can come back from that. I don't care if it's your mom, I don't care if it's your dad, brother, sister, cousin, lover, best friend. You can come back from anything. You can literally do whatever you put your mind to. And some of these people that you think are probably judging you, they probably understand more than you think they do about your whole situation. They probably know, you know, you were dealt some shitty cards. And if they do judge you, just ignore them. Because they don't know the whole story. They don't know what really transpired. And usually those people that judge you for something like that really don't know what life struggles are or how to process them or haven't been through them themselves. Okay. But what else do I want to talk about? Story time. So, long story short, my real mom is somewhere out there, probably being a barfly from what I hear. Because she's the type of person that likes to find rich men, sleep with them, get all their shit, and then bounce. Yeah. And she judged me. Judged me because I was a bigger person. Because I had original hobbies. I was authentic and real. I had short hair at the time. At that time, I had one side of my head shaved, one side long, you know, as a teenager. I was trying to be cool. And she hated me. In every way, she hated me. In every way, she couldn't accept me. I was like, what? But she could accept my brother. Because I think she literally brainwashed him to, like, be her little puppet. And when I think back on it, if he did die of steroids and working out with all his buddies, that's your fault, mother. That's your fault. And I think you know that. I think we both know that's your karma. And I loved my brother. I still, to this day, pray for my brother. I still go to his grave. Even though you rip out every cross I put, every sign that says brother, every flower I put down in every note, you can continue to rip them out. But guess what? I'm gonna keep placing them there, okay? I know you don't like to be reminded that you have another kid in this world because your conscience is probably, like, killing you inside. But, yeah, I'm not gonna abandon my brother, even if he's dead. And if you have a problem with me, mother, then I don't know what you're gonna do about it, because you're never gonna get me to stop going to that grave. And you're never gonna change me. You're never gonna be happy because you use people for money. And this is where it comes back to narcissistic sociopaths and why I attract them. Because my mother was one. And I tried so hard for my mother to love me. I tried everything for my mother to love me. And it didn't matter. Nothing I could do. Nothing I could do. I could levitate and fly. Grow wings. It wouldn't matter. It really wouldn't. When I was born and I came out, and she said that she saw my father's face on me, she instantly disconnected. And I think, as a young woman, I don't know where the hell she got her genes from, but they ain't from me. I hear her real mother's crazy, which would explain a lot. I've never met my real mom's side of the family. You know why? Because my real mom never cared enough about me to introduce me. I'm my mother's little secret. I'm my own birth mother's secret. Hey, shh. Yeah, you know that fat chick? Yeah, that's my daughter. But she's not really my daughter. That embarrasses me. Yeah. Wow, Mom. Or should I call you Heidi? Yeah, probably Heidi. Just your name. Because if I know one thing, you are not a mother. Far from it. A mother loves their child unconditionally. And you sure the hell don't. And another thing, Heidi. You said, when you get better, you can come see me. Ooh. Oh, I really want to see you. I really so badly want to see you, and because I need your approval to live. You know, thanks for having me, you know, giving birth to me. Like, thank you, I'm here. But if I know one thing, you're not no mother. You're not my mother. And it's sad because I think to your sister, she was nice to me, but you weren't. And if I ever have a baby, it doesn't matter if they have, you know, a lazy eye or they come out purple or whatever. I'm going to love my child unconditionally. Even if my child comes out pudgy or whatever, a nerd, I'm going to love my child unconditionally. And I promise you, if I ever have a child, you will not be in my child's life. And you will not be in my life, ever. Ever. You killed my brother. I don't care what you have to say. I don't care what lies you have to tell people to make you be able to sleep at night. And everyone's going to know me. And you won't be able to deny that I'm your daughter. You won't be able to hide from it. You'll have to face it. And everyone from my brother's family, I hear there's other brothers out there that's half brothers to my brother. I'd love to get to know you. I have no way to reach out to you. If you knew Anthony Hardy, that was my brother. That was my half brother. My real mother is Heidi. I'd love to get to know you guys, okay? I do not like Heidi at all. I'm nothing like Heidi. Heidi doesn't like me. But I loved my brother. Even though my brother was forced to act like he didn't know me in school, everyone called me a liar. I tried to talk to him on the bus. He wouldn't talk to me. Because of Heidi. I still love him. I still care about him because I know if it was up to him, he wouldn't have done those things. No. And Mother, you should feel really ashamed of yourself. Because if I ever, have a kid or whatever, you're not going to be in their life. You're not going to be in my life. You're going to have to make a whole new life, which I'm sure you're already trying to have another baby so you can, replace Anthony and, put a crown on another male baby's head. I don't know what your weird fetish is with loving your son more than your daughter, but it's weird, okay? It's really weird. And not even letting me sit with you at the funeral, denying that I was even related to you, that you gave birth to me. You wouldn't even let me ride in the car with my brother's dead body in it. You wouldn't even let me stand in the front while they buried him. And you think that I'm going to reach out to you again? No. Well, Thank you for teaching me a really important lesson. You taught me a huge lesson in life when I did all that. It doesn't matter if someone gives birth to you. Some people do not have any emotional capability to connect. Okay? Some people don't. Some parents cannot because they are narcissistic sociopaths. And if you have a parent like that, I am so sorry. I am so sorry for your feelings to be pushed aside for theirs, for their need to always be met first, for their emotions to always be met first and not yours. I am so sorry if you're going through that. And if you have a half brother, half sister, and you want to connect with them, I don't care what anyone tells you. You do what you gotta do. Because out of that whole running away story, I still don't regret it. Because I got to talk to my brother before he died. I got to have some conversations I never would have had if I wouldn't have ran away. And I don't regret it. Yeah, they locked me up in a crazy house. And that's going to be a whole nother story time, but they put me in the wrong crazy house, okay? Not one for the normal people. They put me in there for the ones that are really bad. And I got stuck with someone who smeared feces all over the walls. Yeah. And someone that would stand up and lean over the front of me and watch me sleep. I've had lots of traumatic experiences because of her. I've had a lot of traumatic experiences because my parents weren't ready to be responsible parents. Be responsible. If you have a child, for the love of God, be responsible. Do not let weirdos watch your kids, because they will starve them, or they will, God knows what they'll do to them, okay? And if you have someone in your child's life, like a parent or whatever, and they only want to come see you for money, F that. F that. You are worth more than money. You are worth more than anything monetary value. You should value yourself so much more. And see, I had so many insecurity issues and self-worth issues because of her. I never felt like I was good enough. And I carried that with me in my friendships, in my relationships. And I attracted friends that were narcissistic, that only cared about themselves. They never listened to me to talk. They never helped me. I would always help them financially. I would do everything for them. Watch their kids, clean their house, be their therapist part-time, and they wouldn't do shit for me. Okay? They wouldn't do jack shit. Relationships, I attracted sociopaths who use me to get what they want sexually. And guess what? This all stems from my childhood. If you're attracting these horrible freaking people in your life, look back on your childhood, because I guarantee you there's a wound there that needs to be healed. And, I'm reconnecting again with my dad. My dad doesn't drink nearly as much as he used to. And, that makes me happy. He's getting older and, he's not as healthy as he used to be. So maybe that plays a role, whatever. But it's good to connect with my father after all of this crap that happened, okay? He was in a relationship with my stepmom and it was toxic, okay? And I can understand, realistic things that happen, okay? But I can also understand too, my father was not mentally prepared to raise a young girl at all. He knew he had to. It was the responsible thing to do, but that doesn't mean he was ready for it. It doesn't mean he knew what to do. And he can't go back in time and fix it. And I know that. And I can't go back in time and fix mistakes that I made. But he's still my father. And he still tries. And the fact that he tries, that's why I keep him in my life. He doesn't want to see me for money. He doesn't help me for something in return. He tries. Unlike you, Heidi. Unlike you. And this is a real story time, guys. This is true, real shit, okay? I was traumatized after my brother died. When my brother died and I looked into the casket, it didn't look like my brother. I mean, his mouth, it was... Whenever someone dies, they put the makeup on the body and whatnot to make it look somewhat bearable. Well, whoever did that really messed up his mouth and everything. He didn't even look like my brother, okay? He didn't. It was like a dummy in there. I couldn't. But after that happened, it taught me a valuable lesson. A really valuable lesson. I wanted my mother to love me so much. I would have done anything. Anything. If she would have said, chop your pinky off, I would have been like, hand me the chopper. Hand me the knife. Duh. Do you love me now, Mom? Do you love me now? And now I realize that's exactly how Anthony felt. And now look at him. He's dead and gone. And for some reason, I kind of feel like I must go to that grave more than you do. But you still love to rip my stuff out, right? Okay. And it's funny how my mom would talk about how she believes in God. But she's such a narcissistic sociopath with no empathy at all for her own child that she gave birth to. Yeah. And everyone wonders why Mandy's so messed up. Everyone wonders, what the hell's wrong with me? What's the secret? What did I go through? What? Blah, 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 blah. Everyone talks in town. Everyone thought I had anger issues. Everyone thought I was out of control. But no one had any idea what I was going through. No one. Not one single person knew. And not one single person in this world knows what my real mother did to me. She let two people with the last name Hazelit, two men, watch me and my brother. Two sickos watch her kids. Wouldn't feed us. Would abuse us. You know, and you can deny it. I still have the court paperwork. I can pull that up on video anytime. I mean, it's literally, that court paperwork's right down there by the fireplace. I still have it to this day. To remind me of what a monster you are. So I never forget. So I never feel even an inkling of wanting to reach out to you again. Not that I would, because after what you did to me, that would never happen again. And whatever man dates you, good luck. Because you are the epitome of everything I can think of that's evil in this world. And I want you to know that. I want you to know what I think of you. I think you're an evil, narcissistic sociopath. And I think karma is coming for you. And I will not stop going to my brother's grave and talking to him and leaving flowers and notes and wreaths with brother on it. You can continue to rip them off dig them out of the ground, whatever you got to do, because you're doing it. But I won't stop. I don't care how much money it's gonna take. I'll keep going there. Because I obviously care more than you do about my brother. Because I actually have a heart. Yeah. So, that's story time for you guys. I know I'm sorry it went a little bit long, 40 minutes. But hey, some people wanted the longer vlogs. If you like the longer stuff, here you go. A little bit more personal information about me. And it's real, okay, guys? This is a real talk. If this kind of stuff triggers you, then this is not the video for you, like I said. But, you know, if you're going through the same things, and your birth mother, father, brother, whatever, abandons you or doesn't value you, I promise you there are people in this world that will. I promise you it will get better. I promise you. Because I was there too, and I didn't think it was going to get any better, and I wanted to give up. I wanted to end my life. I swear it's going to get better. Whatever's happened to you, I promise you, it will get better. Okay. I love you guys. I'll see you guys real soon on my next video. And give this video a like, share, subscribe, leave me a comment below if you've been through the same situations. And I will talk to you guys real soon. Bye, guys.